Hello there, and there you go. On a Monday night, it's time for the Chris Monroe Show. What's going on, everybody? We got a good treat for you coming up tonight. We got Lupe G coming out of Texas. Gonna drop some knowledge on you, drop some game on you. We're streaming all the way live on Facebook on my personal page, Facebook in a woke real estate investors group, Facebook on my like page at the Chris Monroe Show page, and on YouTube and on Instagram. What's up, family? We got a good show coming up for you tonight. Next week, I want to let you know we got Danny Lou coming on. She's going to be talking about her first wholesale deal where she actually got a $34,000 spread. You heard it, $34,000 spread on her first deal. We're going to chop it up on next Monday night on that. And the following week, we're going to be talking about getting your leads ready going into the 2020. Go ahead and put your name in and where you're coming in from. We'll give you a shout out before we get started with the show. Other than that, it's time to get it popping.
And we have and we have and we have Mr. I Stay Whoa, and Mr. I Stay
Woke. What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? This is the student master teacher, Mr. I Stay Woke, Chris Monroe, and I'm right back at you with another real estate video. We got Lupe G about to join in with us, coming in all the way from Texas. So if you like some in this video, don't forget to like it, share it if you care it, and leave a smart comment and let me know you're here.
Lupe G.
What's happening, man? Chris, what's up, man? I like that intro, man.
That's right. That's right. You got me swinging.
I like your video. I like your video. That intro was crazy, man.
That's right. We got to bring the energy. So for people who may not know who you are and what you do, who is Lupe G? What do you do, bro? Tell the people about you.
Hey, man. So Lupe G is a all out real hustler, man. And I came from out of nowhere swinging in this real estate business, and I'm not only going for just the real estate, you know what I'm saying? I'm going for all type of marketing and branding, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm actually getting out there and being a brand ambassador for multiple companies and being a representative, a true representative out here. So yeah, I'm with supporting people, you know, so that's what it's all about, supporting and getting that support back, man.
That's right. That's right. You definitely got to support each other. That's what it's all about. So when I see up and coming people doing big things, doing good things that look like us, especially because, in the news, only thing they showing is the bad blues. And we don't want to show that. We want to show some positive images of people doing great things. So what were you doing before you got into the real estate? What kind of background you have?
So to be honest, like I was an active gang banger, you know what I'm saying? Like I was an active gang member. I was in the streets my whole life, so I had to figure out other ways to actually make it out before I lose my life. You know what I'm saying? I saw the end coming, and I saw it coming quick. And like I was like, man, I got to figure it out. And it took for me to almost lose my life a couple of times a few years ago for me to understand that, you know what I'm saying, that I needed to go ahead and bow out gracefully instead of being put in the back of one of my dad's hearses. You know what I'm saying? Because my dad has limousines and hearses, so it was better for me to be doing something positive and doing something that really can add value to people instead of being in the back of my dad's hearse. You know what I'm saying? So I had to do it.
So you basically grew up in the streets, basically the typical stuff that young black men come across: drugs, gang banging, all the other stuff that comes with it. And you found a way to escape mostly through real estate, you would say?
Yeah, so basically, my dad been an entrepreneur my whole life. So I grew up. I grew up as far as I was influenced the right way. You know how my dad has limousine, hearses, and stuff like that. Now, he also, when I was first born, he had the record service business, which are tow trucks. So like how he have that, he had that then. So, it's like I grew up around that, but coming outside my grandmother's door, and the Crips is right there at the bayou. My grandma stay on the bayou, and that's where they hanging at. Gang culture. It just drew me in because those were friends that I grew up around, people that I went to school with us and grew up under. So it was a big influence on me, and it was a drug just like anything else, and it was an addiction.
So, were you born and raised in Houston, or you been moving around, or are you originally from there?
Yes, I'm originally from Houston, Texas, man. I was born and raised in Houston, Texas. Just now, really starting to kind of stretch my legs out and go here and go there, and like I was actually, I was excited to meet you at the 100K Club conference, man. So I'm just now starting to get out and stretch my legs out a little bit, and actually reach out and touch and see individuals that have been supporting me this whole time. It's been amazing.
Yeah, yeah, because the community, it's a small niche community because most people still don't even know what wholesaling or any of this other stuff is. So was wholesaling one of the first things you came across in real estate, or did you kind of know some other stuff like fix and flip or any of the other things that people do in real estate?
So basically, like I said, I grew up around a bunch of entrepreneurs. Is my dad best friend? One of his best friends is my uncle, and he actually has a lot of property, throughout the south side of Houston where I'm from. So he was he was one of the people I knew that had property because he actually sold my dad a house. You know, so when I was thinking about my exit strategy, and I had almost lost my life, and I had went to my uncle. I was like, Uncle, this not fun.
Mm,
I need you to help me save my life. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, What you mean? I was like, Man, I know you got some property that you could potentially sell.
mm,
I
I
want you to help
understand
me
that.
help me save myself. You know, you know what I'm saying? And
So,
like in between that time, huh?
so when you first got into it, did you just come across this wholesaling stuff, or you seen it on the internet, or how did you even come across
That's why
knowing that you
I'm
can
finna
actually
break
get
it
into the
down.
business?
Yeah, I'm finna break it down to you. Yeah, so what happened was, man, I was up late one night, man, and I don't usually watch TV like so I had the TV on some channel, and there was this infomercial came on with Darren Merrill. That's what really kind of sent me to the direction of wholesaling. So I signed up for I like it was like 4 in the morning, so I signed up for the 2 hour little training thing, and the little seminar is what they called it for 2 hours. I went to that, and then after the seminar or during the seminar, they was telling you about the $300 for the 3 day class. So I went on ahead and signed up for that. Like, okay, this right here is it. And I was like, this is it. I'm gonna go ahead and sign up for this 3 day class, which they said was a class, and I signed up for that class. But in between that 2 week time frame of me going to that class, I started going on YouTube and started research wholesale and real estate, and I came across, the Max Maxwell, Title Flip Man, Cone. It was
King
just a
Kong.
lot of individuals I started coming across. Chris Bruce, like I started coming across these people, and like in between this time, like I said, I was asking my uncle to help me save myself, and he didn't have no property, so he told me to go to the auction. So it was like okay, I heard about the auction on YouTube, but that's to find the cash buyers. I need to find the sellers, is what I was telling my man. I need to find people that's trying to sell their property. So
Mm,
I went to the Theramerl event, and at the end of the day, they was trying to tell me I needed 30,000 to join a mastery program, and I was like, bro, 30,000, and it's a mentor. I said,
wow. And
like
so
I
were
was
they
actually
only
sitting.
teaching wholesaling, or were
Look,
they teaching other
look,
stuff too for 30,000?
30,000. They told me that they was gonna give me a mentor, and they was gonna give me access to their database and stuff that didn't make no sense to me because I'm like, man, I'm sitting right like at the time I had 10,000, I had 5,000 in each pocket, I had 5,000 in my backpack. So I told the guy, like, I got 15,000 on me right now. It ain't nothing to get the other 15. I can leave. But what are you giving me? Are you finna give me a house that I can sell? He ain't
Mm.
have no answer for me. I said, no, I can't do this. He was like, brother, he like, this ain't for you. He like, I'm finna give you some books. You way past this. So I
So
left.
So that stuff is basically to hook up people who don't know, who don't have a clue, that's brand new off the street. I want to get in real estate, but I think I need a license. But I don't need a license. I can just go to this course for 30,000.
Man, I got up out of there. I
Mm,
got up out of there.
wow. So they try to get you for some straight bread. And I know there's some people out here. I've been seeing stories of people talking about I've been got for 20,000 or I gave 30,000 to somebody. It's crazy. Ain't nowhere in the world I give nobody that kind of money.
Mhm.
Especially if you ain't got nothing like that. Hell no, that's how they get you. So you closed.
Right.
When did you close your first wholesale deal, and how did that work out?
Basically, it was weird because my wholesale deal was my fourth deal. You hear me?
You
My
say your
first closing,
uh-huh.
yeah, my first closing was my actual fourth deal. And then my third deal closed, and then my second and first deal closed because I had memorandums on my first and second deal. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, like I would drive for dollars crazy. So I took Chris Bruce training course, virtual wholesaling course in December. You know, my birthday was just the other day in December,
Happy
December
belated
13th. So
birthday.
yeah, man, appreciate it, man. And that's why I'm at the LAX right now. So I actually had took his wholesale course when I was actually for my birthday. So I actually ended up coming across Deal Machine right then after. So I had a virtual wholesale contract at first, and it couldn't close because of where it was at. And that's how I met up with guys like Chevy. It was a few people I had met up with like Chevy and stuff, but that deal didn't never close. It was more like a subject to deal. So I didn't get a chance to close that. So Junk Out Concrete started driving for dollars and getting out talking to individuals that I thought would potentially want to, think about selling their property. And I got sitting at a property and they had a big hole in the roof, and they was building 3-story townhouses up right next to it. So I got out there, want some help with getting some money in their pocket so they can relocate and get a better place, better living conditions. And the guy told me he don't stay right there. He stay around the corner, and he knew 2 or 3 people around the corner that want to sell their property right now. So he took me around the corner. He took me around the corner to the property, and man, I got like 3 contracts. You know what I'm saying? It was like three contracts, and it was somebody that was riding with me also got 3 contracts because she got in the car with me. I actually met her on Instagram, and she wanted to know about how I drive for dollars and stuff. And I told her to come on and ride with me. And she got in the car with me, and her first 3 deals was my first 3 deals, and that was just with her getting in the car with me. You know what I'm saying? Learning how to drive for dollars. And I split my first 3 deals with a stranger from Instagram, and that was that was 14,000 that we split in half. But that wasn't the first deal I closed. The first deal that I actually closed was my fourth deal because I put memorandums on those. And
So what is a
the third
memorandum? Some people may not know what that is. What's a memorandum?
a memorandum is basically a cloud slash lien that you put over the title if like people go get pre foreclosures on the contract and stuff like that, and like sellers will go behind your back and sell the property to another investor or the highest bidder, however they may feel, or whatever the best exit strategy for them that they would rather consider. So they will go behind your back and sell their property, and the memorandum protects your position. And then when they go open title, whoever the person that they decide to go with gonna see that you're on the title and that they're gonna have to talk to you. Period. Like there's no way around it. They're gonna have to talk to you because you sealed your position as an investor and as a buyer. That was an agreement that you made. And I usually put that on almost majority of my properties because I don't want to spit fight and I don't want to lose out on the opportunity to perform. I want to let the sellers know that I came to do a job and I'm providing a particular service and I will perform.
So you saying you do it on most of your deals, so you don't do a memorandum on all of them?
Almost all of them. It got to be some sweet individual that just she ain't gonna go with nobody else, or he ain't gonna go with nobody else. They only want to work with you. Those people right there, I'm not wasting my time on that. But some of them people that may talk a little fast, may talk a little slick, may what I'm saying, look at you the wrong way, but might still sign on that paper. You know what I'm saying? Because they know you probably can bring that money to the table, but it's somebody else that might come with a little bit more. And if they come, they gonna sign with them too. That person right there, that's what you need, that memorandum for people. So like I actually dropped a video about that, speaking on that in the back of my dad Rolls Royce. You know what I'm saying? And it was a pleasure doing in the back of his Rolls Royce, and I've been in the back of his hearse because man, I felt good about that. For real. And I did a whole video about that on YouTube. So y'all go check that out because your escrow agent can actually file this electronically and you won't have to go to the courthouse. So I kind of break all that down.
Oh, wow. So that makes it a whole lot easier. We all about reducing the number of steps, reducing the documents, making it easy for everybody involved to get this stuff to the finish line. So that makes sense.
And, and not only that, the thing is we want to keep our cool at all time. We are businessmen and women. We don't want to be acting crazy. We don't want to get super frustrated. What we want to do is tell you, hey, this is where we are position wise within this deal. Okay, if you don't want to do the deal with me, it's perfectly fine. Just buy me out for this price right here. And we're perfectly fine. And then you do this here. And then you start working on the next deal. The memorandum is strictly for you not to get frustrated. They
Mm.
can't close without you. So that's strictly for you. You people out there that's getting frustrated with these sellers, do not get frustrated with them. Just put the memorandum in place. You can't be frustrated about things you can't change, and you just got to keep your pipeline full. Because all deals don't just stay silent. Some of them crumble up, and you hearing it from me. Being in this business since January, trying to put a lot of deals on the table, man. I'm pretty sure you came across them headaches here and there too, man. They come.
Yeah, you can't trust them all, but the ones that even feel a little fidgety, you got to put that extra paperwork on them. Some people say do it on a memorandum on all of them. I don't do it on all of them either, but I'll be taking kind of risk. I'm a risk taker. So I know you said something about keeping that pipeline full. What are some of the ways that you market on the regular to keep your pipeline full, to keep deals coming in?
So as far as everybody know, man, like I'm a deal machine your house, and I'm a strong like advocate for actually getting in your car and drive for dollars because that's what got me my first 4 deals, and matter of fact, it got me probably my first 5 or so deals before I started actually going into doing list pulling and stuff. So I was strictly driving for dollars because you're creating your own list. If y'all don't know, y'all follow me, man. I went drive for dollars in Las Vegas with an Instagram friend, man. Ended up being a good guy, man. We went drive for dollars in the drop top Corvette just to show them, hey, we serious about it. So drive for dollars is the best list to have, and that's the best lead generation for any individual. Start off drive for dollars. Start off walking for dollars. People that know me saw me walking my dog while she was pregnant, trying to trim her down, trim some weight off of her. I was walking for dollars. No, I
Ain't
did
nothing wrong
machine
with
my
that.
I
That's
did
actually
machine my
good for
uncle
you
house.
too, right? That's good to get your health good.
Hey, I did machine my uncle house on Instagram. Gave it to him. Well, you better
Wow,
change the mint green paint on this house. Deal machine.
wow, like that. Easy money. So
Straight
you
paint.
do mostly driving for dollars. So you are pulling lists and things like that too now.
Now I just started pulling lists. So that was one of the reasons why I came to the LA market is because I'm now pulling lists, and I'm trying to tap into the whole California market. So I'm doing that, and also I'm actually helping continue to help people close their first deals. I just helped my escrow agent close her first wholesale deal. She closed plenty of wholesale deals, and I helped her close her first wholesale deal. And it took me 2 days to do it. Did the whole deal backwards. You might want to hear this story.
Mm. Yeah, go ahead. How did you help out your escrow agent? So she saw you close the deal and like, I want to get in this game. Put me in, coach.
Exactly. So she was counting my pockets.
She counted your pockets and said, "Wait a minute, I want some of this money, man. You bringing in a lot of checks through here."
She count. She was count. She cut my checks. So she was like, "Lupe, what can I do? How are you doing this? How are you getting this? How are you getting the buyers? How are you getting the sellers?" I said, "Hey, look, do you want to work with me? If you want to work with me, all you have to do is bring a seller to the table. Let me do the rest, and you'll see that I do good business. And she steady seeing the checks getting bigger. She constantly seeing that I'm doing joint ventures with people, and these people are constantly doing deals with me. So that means that I'm doing good business, and she
So,
saw that. and she sent me a seller, and the seller had a contract with the next door neighbor, and they couldn't make it go through for whatever
Mm.
reason. So my escrow agent basically told the seller, "Hey, I got a guy. He'll close quick. Would you like to close? Would you like to close my guy? And he was like, okay, cool. So I went and met the seller at the property. I did the whole deal backwards. I went and met the seller at the property. I got the key from the seller. All this was on Instagram Live. I got the key from the seller. Then I left and went to got the lockbox. Gave him the main key. I kept the copy, put it in the lockbox, put it on the house. Saturday marketed the property. Sunday I had the buyer for the property, but I wasn't talking to the buyer. I was talking to the buyer buddy, and he
Mm.
said I didn't have to worry that his buddy was gonna take care of him, and I was like, cool, because I don't do real estate. You don't have to worry about me, and like what you want, like, just get 100,000. So he was like, all right, we'll close tomorrow. Cool. So he like send over the agreement, and I'm gonna have my buddy to sign it. And what you want as a deposit? I said, give me 5,000 non-refundable earnings deposit and send it to Patriot. Man, Monday came, the money was there, and I didn't have a seller under contract. And I was like, hell no. Nah. I say, man,
Hurry
we
up,
got
your
no.
sign is up.
I need the seller to sign this paper. I say the money already here. Hell no. Nah. I need the seller to sign this paper. Like, hell no. Nah. I need my position sealed. I done brought the money. I had the money on the table before I even put the seller on the contract. I don't
Wow.
even know if people can do it. I don't even know if people do it like that, but you hearing it from me, I done it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, for real, I done it. So the money was on the table, and then we finally got a hold to the seller. He finally did the agreement. Then by then it was too late to close. Tuesday they had something to do, so it's really gonna be like a 24-hour close. You know what I'm saying? But the Tuesday they couldn't meet, so it was like the banks was closed Monday. So like Wednesday we're gonna close in the morning. So the escrow agent went to the buddy house to get the closing documents signed. So they never even came to the title company. So that's
Wow.
yeah,
They did a
like
mobile closing.
yeah. So like man, yeah, Lupe made that happen in 2 days, man. I put $10,000 in my escrow agent pocket. You know what I'm saying, for her first wholesale deal. She ain't have to do nothing.
That's right.
She ain't have to do nothing, and that speaks of what I'm able to produce, and I actually set a record for myself. Now I have to outdo myself. You know what I'm saying, and I have to do it for myself now. So now I need to close me about a $40,000 deal in
Woo.
a day and a half.
Damn, you said records on top of records on top of records. So it seems
Yeah.
like you like doing more so the dispositions. You like the selling to the buyer side more
No,
than the
no,
seller side.
no,
Either way to
no,
you.
no. Like I'm an all around hustler, man. Like, and I ain't no hustle man. Like my thing is like, let me provide this service to you, let me add value to you, let me help you if possible. But in the process, what do you want for that? For me, what are you wanting for my services so I can make sure I bring it to the table, and then don't worry about me. I will scrape my cheese off the top.
Right off the top.
So that's what I'm with, and they don't have to be acquisition or disposition. Like I'm good either way, you know what I'm saying. I'm good with bringing the money to the table, because a deal is a deal at the end of the day, and I'm good with sellers because I'm not just trying to talk them out their property. I'm really trying to see if I can help these people and provide a service.
That's right. When you're service based, you can't lose. You can only win when you make it a win-win all the way around. I agree with that. For those
Yeah.
that are watching here live on the stream, make sure you give this video a thumbs up if you're getting any type of value. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments and we'll try to get to them before we end this stream here. And so we do have a question, as a matter of fact, here. Let's see here. Daniel says, let's see, biggest question is what market is hot and what list do you go after?
So basically, what market is hot is my market. Whatever I put my finger at on the map is a hot market. I make it hot. Nah, for real. Like so you make it hot. You see what I'm saying? No matter where you at, you make it hot. Long as it ain't no old country town, long as it's a nice size city and it's some moving and shaking going on, you make it hot. Get get to know the sellers, and figure out what type of service you need to be providing in your area, because all areas are not the same. and you have to approach different markets differently because the prices are different and the sellers are different. And there's more creative deals in certain markets than there are others. So there are more cash deals in markets than others. You have to know what you stand for when you say, okay, I'm a real estate investor in this market.
Makes
And
sense.
what was the rest of the other what was the rest of the list? Now the list that I go for, like I said, like I'm a big advocate for driving for dollars. Man,
Uh, Driving for
I
dollars, you
ain't lose
say?
you, huh, Chris?
Yeah, it went out, but I think you're back, and
Chris,
we're back. We're talking about driving for dollars. Can you hear me? We live. Can you hear me? Yeah, you still on here. Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Test, test, test. 1, 2, 3. Nope.
no.
I guess we'll fix that and come back on. So the biggest question: what is the hottest list? What I would say while he gets his thing there together, what I would say is anything with somebody vacant. You know, if you got vacant coupled with something else, that always could help because you know a vacant house helps nobody. You would have no, you know, somebody's paying electricity, water bill, other utilities, things like that. Plus, they might even have a mortgage on it, and who wants to pay a mortgage on a house they don't live in? That's a bad thing. And so, you know, a vacant house coupled with something else should help. Let me see if we got Lupe back. We back, Lupe? Can you can you hear me, Lupe?
Man,
I don't know. I guess you can't hear me for some reason. I would say go out and come back in if you can hear me, Lupe. What I would say is, yeah. So anything that's vacant coupled with, you know, absentee owner is a good thing too. You know, not necessarily that they would want to sell, but you know, they don't live there, so they may not have an emotional connection to the property. So you want people that's not like, oh, I love this house. I grew up here and I never want to sell it. My grandma gave it to me. I'm dealing with a guy like that right now. As a matter of fact, he's torn between should he sell it or keep it. The house need to be sold so he can make some money for himself. But he worried about, oh, it's my grandma's house. Are you back there, Lupe? No, I would say go out and come back in because I don't know what's going on there. Something going on fishy there. But yeah, that's what I would say. Something definitely like that. Let's see what else we got here. You heard driving for dollars. That's right. Driving for dollars is one of the best ways because you know you're getting your own list and you're laying eyeballs on the thing there. Lupe, you're gone. I guess he'll try to log out and come back in. So if you have any other questions, comments, or concerns, drop them in there. We'll try to get you some feedback on that while we wait for Lupe G to come back. So yeah, he just went out, so he'll come back in a second. And so yeah, we'll do it like that. So if you are looking to get on Deal Machine, I would go ahead and tell you to use the promo code WOKE, WOKE, on Deal Machine to get you a free trial and some free deal credits. How do you lose on something free? You put it on your phone. You go ahead and put it in there, and I don't have any of those postcards here. You can send those little postcards out, or you can just get all the information and extract that list. That's how I kind of use it on if I'm driving for dollars. I go out, see all the houses, or I have somebody else, one of the deal finders, find one of the houses, and basically come in and not just send them a postcard right out the gate, skip trace them or look them up on a free site like truepeoplesearch.com. Free site for your little nugget if you didn't know. TruePeopleSearch.com. Get the phone number, give them a call, see if they're interested in selling their house. Now, if you can't reach them by phone, then send out that mail and all that other stuff. So send that other stuff out. That's what I would say from there. Let me see here. Something happened with his thing here. Bro Monroe. What up? What up? What are you reading or watching these days? Books or videos? Well, I've been kind of studying some of the what are those guys down in Texas do? Propelio. I've been watching some of their videos. They got some pretty good content down in what's that, Dallas area. Propelio. Matter of fact, I think there's a link in the description here if you want to try out that Propelio app. I'm just testing it right now, so I haven't really been mentioning it too much. So I'm testing it out before I tell other people about something because I like to vet things and make sure they're good quality items that you should try out. Books I don't really do. I do a lot of videos and I do a little bit of audio books, but mostly YouTube University, baby. Because if you can't find it on there, where are you gonna find it at? Give me 1 second here. Let me make sure I can get Lupe back on here. He just sent a message or something here. Where we at? New message. One moment here. I don't know how I can't get back on here. Lupe G, send the link again. I just sent you the link on Facebook. You can just click it out of there and try to do it off your phone. You got me?
I'm trying to. I need to do it on my computer.
Oh, okay, it's the same link then.
I need to do it on my computer. What? Nah, it won't let me click it.
Just exit out that window and go back in on it again if it's not working right. So yeah, if
Let me see. Was that my internet or was that you?
your internet, because we're still streaming all the way live. They're watching and listening to you on here like, hey, so you just click that same link and you'll come right back in. If that don't work, just do it off your phone. It'll work on any phone as well.
Let me see, bro. Let me see.
Somebody just mentioned me in the comment. Let's see here. Are you going to We Live 2020? I haven't decided yet. When is that? February? I might slide through. Are you going through? Let's see here. They say, where area is Lupe located? You out of Houston, right?
Yeah, I'm in Houston, but I got
Houston, Texas. So yeah, he'll be coming back in here. You're down in the Dallas area or Arlington. All them little towns down there. You don't know which one to do. So once Lupe come back on here, we'll get the rest of his video going here. Other than that, like if you're looking for contracts, cool gear, or coaching, wokerealestate.com is your website to get that stuff. Let me put that back up here. wokerealestate.com. If you got a deal you're working on, you need your hand held through it. You may even need somebody to help talk to a seller or talk to a buyer, negotiate a deal, figure out these contracts, figure out all this stuff. It's kind of hard to do. You know, real estate can be a difficult thing. And so I always tell people to get mentorship or coaching. So I just kind of provide a little coaching service to kind of help people out that may get stuck in dealing with these different obstacles. Hold on, you got Lupe G calling me. Hello, and thanks for calling.
Bro, it's cold, bro. It ain't let me click in. It's saying firewall, checking proxy and firewall.
I would say exit out of there and open up a new Chrome window and then put the link in again that way. But I'm just making that up, by the way, because I don't know nothing about an Apple. I'm all about that Windows, Team W, or Android, Team Android.
I don't even know how to check Facebook. How to check my Facebook?
It's on Messenger. It's on your Messenger on Facebook. On the FB. Are y'all laughing or are y'all smiling or are y'all trying?
I don't even know what Messenger is, bro. It's hard out here.
So when you go to your Facebook, are you on your Facebook page? Up at the top, there's going to be some little icons. You got it? All right. So yeah, there you go. So he's coming back in live. Let me see. I think we got a question or a comment over here. Something smart. Yeah, just do it on your phone. It should be all right. It'll work on your phone. It might even be better. All right. Good. All right. So there it is. He'll be back in 2 and 2. So what you gonna do when I go run wild on you? So like I was saying, wokerealestate.com is the website is that you want to get hooked up with if you're looking for anything real estate, anything, you know, contracts. Because, you know, you got to have all these different type of contracts to do these deals. That memorandum that he was talking about, all that and more is all on wokerealestate.com. So while we waiting for Lupe to come back in, I'm going to tell you a little small story about the last deal. One of the last deals we just closed. We closed, what, 3 deals last week? That was my first time doing 3 deals in a week. Never did that before. That was kind of different. And so basically, I found out that the seller found me on King Kong Wholesale to Millions video. Can you believe that? She found me on Kong's video. She saw me on there talking about my very first wholesale deal back last year when I first started wholesaling. I think that video aired in like October or something like that. She said she saw my video. She said, I'm from St. Louis. I have a property in St. Louis, and I want him to sell my property. And she found me and linked up with me. We got the house under contract, went through all the obstacles, and got our deal sold. How you love that? That's crazy, ain't it? Talk about some creative marketing. YouTube University brought a seller to my doorstep. So that shows you if you just get out here and do more stuff, Get out here and do some more woke stuff and just let people know that you exist. Let them know I buy houses. I let them know. Let your friends know. Let your family know. Let your cousin know. Let your sister know. Let your brother know. All that stuff makes all the difference. So you got to have your people got to know. If they don't know you, they can't flow you. So that's real simple. So we got that deal done. It was a small deal, matter of fact. So on that particular deal, I never met the seller, only on the phone. Matter of fact, let me rewind it. I negotiated the deal through text message. Now that was kind of weird too. Negotiated the deal through text message. So we got the deal under contract for $2,500, cheap, right? Little bando, raggedy house on North St. Louis. We got under contract for $2,500. Found a buyer that wanted to take it for $4,300. I'm like, $4,300, $25. That's only an $1,800 spread. I want to make a little more, and that's what I made on my very first deal was $1,800. So I went back, renegotiated with the original seller, got the deal reduced to $2,000. Got that bad boy closed and made $2,300 on a house I never been in, a seller I never seen, a buyer I still haven't seen. So it was a almost complete virtual deal. And I think we got Lupe G back. Let's see what we got here. Lupe, you back? Can you hear me?
Yeah. I can hear you. Hold, yo, what's happening, man? I had to. Shit, I hope I ain't walk. I done walk somewhere I ain't supposed to be going, man. Man, I'm trying to get out this beeping.
You in a G14 classified area.
Yeah, let me move. I ain't trying to go to jail.
We gonna lock you up for that. No, they say all we need. Oh, get them. Just tell them
don't hear that. You don't hear that beeping?
Yeah, that's looking for you. You in trouble, man.
They ain't looking for me, man.
Say I ain't do it. I ain't do it. So you was telling us about how you go about finding deals and telling us about, you say you do driving for dollars. And then you start talking about the list you pull. What do you do as far as list pulling? What list do you target?
So now what I'm doing, list pulling on. I go after high end. I go at the pretty house, I go at the big house, I go at the little house, I go at the land. You know what I'm saying? Anything that's for sale, I'm going for it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm pulling all that. And a lot of people pass up land, and land be some of the best thing. Land is some of the best stuff to go after.
I believe you. Yeah, I mean, I wish we can get, I wouldn't say necessarily the whole St. Louis, but some of the areas like the deal I was just talking about, I got that whole house under contract for only $2,000. So, when you're dealing in numbers like that, what's the land really worth? I mean, I guess it's different in every market, like you were saying earlier. Every market is different.
I sold a piece of land, and it was like a $30,000 spread. I mean, it was a $29,000 spread. A real estate agent brought the buyer.
Matter of fact, I did a video. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was saying a real estate.
You said the real estate agent brought the buyer.
Yeah, he brought the buyer in. He actually met me at at one of the events, at one of the pop-up events out here in Houston that we had. And he said that I had something up for grabs, and he was like, "Man, I got a buyer for it." And he brought the buyer to the table. We knocked it out. So, man, the land is what it is.
So do you feel like it's good to work with a real estate agent? Do you think that's a value add to your team?
Say that one more time.
So working with a real estate agent, do you suggest or do you think that's a good thing to have a real estate agent on your team while you're doing this real estate investing?
Yeah. Yes, because the reason why I say that is because, if it don't work for you as an investor, you can always make it work for a real estate agent to where that y'all can still y'all can still bring money to the table. If they feel like they want retail and you have a real estate agent on board, let the real estate agent that's on board put it under contract and just let it sit on the what's the name, on the MLS and let her know like, hey, you either gonna be able to sell it or you're not gonna be able to sell it. But over here, if you go this way, then you'll be able to sell it like this.
Real quick.
Real estate agent is always good to have because you need legit comps and stuff also. So real estate agent always good to have on your team, part of your staff. Yeah.
Definitely. Okay, that makes sense. So when you get these houses under contract, what are some of the ways that you go about finding cash buyers?
Oh, finding cash buyers. So, like I'm gonna tell y'all one thing. There's a sign right on people's houses, right, when they're trying to sell a house, and that sign can actually be a real estate agent sign, or it actually can be a sign like you know how like the realtor companies have. So I went and got one made with my with my company logo on it and my number on it. It don't have house for sale or none of that. And for vacant houses, I always put that sign in the yard. And or land, I put that sign in front of the yard. So that helped me sell a few houses.
Wait a minute. So
Then
you
putting
say
up
you made a
getting
sign
bandit signs.
so you're saying you made a sign that kind of looks like a real estate agent sign, but it's just your logo
Yeah,
and a number?
to a sign place. Yeah, I went to a sign place, and just how they got their sign made, I got a sign made with my business logo on it and my number. Like I
Mm.
run a business, so I have one just like the realtor companies, and it don't have house for sale or nothing, but it had a big black sign that it goes in. I mean the sign holder, and it has my company logo and a number on it, and it helped me sell quite a few properties. And
Now that's a hack
I
right there.
also do I go get I have gotten like blank bandit signs and like for fire damage property. I went around my neighborhood and put fire sale signs 322 40K in front of every house. Every bandit house. I put them on wood posts, but I actually had a fire damaged property for sale. I even put the fire sale signs in front of my grandma's house, and people started sending up postcards and shit. But I had a property, I actually had a property that was actually a fire damaged property for sale, and I put fire sale on it like it was just a cheap house for sale. But it wasn't a cheap house. I sold that house for the high. I actually sold that burnt up house for like 36,000.
Wow. Wow. So that's what you got to
Burnt
get
up house.
creative out here. You got to do some creative stuff. Let's see here.
Yeah, so
John Lewis has a question for you. Do you assign all of your deals or double close any?
I don't, I don't have, I haven't had the double close. I only double closed one deal, and by then it was already too late. But like, you don't really have to double close no deal. So what I do is I put that memorandum on it. That's better than the double close,
Because you
and
get
that
paid either
non-refundable.
way.
Yeah, and that non-refundable. The non-refundable, actually puts skin in the game, but you never stop marketing your property until it's closed.
That's right. I got a saying for that. Until the deposit is dropped, the marketing don't stop.
Now I'm saying after the deposit drop, the marketing still don't stop because it's just pending. Like they have to close.
Right.
Other than that, somebody can outdo you, and you can get your what's the name back.
Mm.
You get your so if you sitting around playing and somebody else beat you to it, drop the non-refundable and close, then you have your non-refundable back. You ain't got to do business with me no more. You was taking too long anyway. Have your
Mm.
mind made up before you mess with Lupe. Don't waste my time. Like I need fast closes.
So that's one of the questions you ask them, I guess, too. Then, when you dealing with your cash buyer, do you always ask, how soon can you close, or you try to press them to close like in a few days, or
So,
how does
so
it work out?
I'm asking them when do they want to close, because I usually put the closing in between 7 to 10 days. The most I do is like 14 days. So I'm just letting them. I let them know that they have a time frame. It's in between 7 to 10 days, but I will stretch it out to 14 days if I need to.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I got one buyer here that buys. He's bought from me a couple times. He needs 30 days, but he puts 5,000 down. So, and he's bought from me before. So when you do all of that, I'm like, I guess if we got enough time on a contract and you didn't close before, and he needs some type of loan, so he needs a 30 days or at least 21 days or something like that. But we always put 30 days on the paperwork, but he performs and he drops $5,000. That puts some skin in the game.
Right, and that's super cool, because once you build that relationship with that individual, then you basically know where you and that individual stand, and you already know dealing with this particular person. There's a time period, there's a time frame,
Hmm. And so you were mentioning a second ago that you trying, it's good to have a realtor on your team. What do you say to them? What type of words are you saying to try to get them to be on your team, to work with you?
To be honest with you, I haven't had to. I was blessed with the opportunity to have a in-house real estate agent, and she's actually a mobile notary, and she's in the Airbnb. So you've met Love, and Love is out here in my market. Love Creative Deals. Yeah, she's out here in my market, and I actually met up with her at one of our pop-up events, and she was introduced to me, and ever since then, man, she's been on board with helping me run numbers. She's been on board with as far as like if I need something notarized, she's a mobile notary. It been an awesome time with just to be able to have a real estate agent that's on my side helping me being able to run comps. Then, like I said, she's an investor also. She buys property and she's a developer, man. So just to be able to have somebody like that kind of have like a jack of all trades type individual, you be like, wow, so I don't know. It was like I was just blessed to have people that really want to do business with me because, they know or they hearing about other people doing business with me and they see that they didn't have nothing to say bad about it afterwards because it was a chick involved, and
You talk
that speaks a lot.
this little creative deals. There she is.
Yeah,
There
yeah,
she is
yeah.
the
So
truth.
so that's love. Yeah, so that's love, man, and she's been, more than supportive, man, and hopefully, she get a chance to see this, because like we have to lift our kings and our queens up, and she's an awesome individual. I actually bought her a book. Mr. Transaction Engineer put it in my mind to get up and go to the bookstore. So I had went to a bookstore out in Beverly Hills and bought her a book all about Airbnbs because I know she's like super crazy about Airbnbs right now. So I just bought her a book, man. So that's what you do for a real friend, man. Like you want to give them some education, man. You want to add some value to them. You go get them a book or something, man.
Definitely. Yeah, you want to definitely get them something that they can actually learn from and grow from for a long period of time, something that'll always have value to their life. That's a great thing there.
Right, right, right. You know, like that. It's very important for us to uplift each other in a positive manner, and the right way to do it is man, give somebody some type of education.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. So let's see here. We did have another question here. They asked, what kind of books are you reading right now? Are you reading any kind of books or watching any type of videos?
Traction, Bob Proctor, Paradigm Shifts. Be the star in your own movie. Do not be an extra. Traction, Profit First. Those are books that I'm reading right now. I just bought 5 Day Weekend and 12 Week Year. Yeah, so I'm gonna definitely get on those. I actually went to go look for a book that Mr. Transaction Engineer posted, but it wasn't there. So I ended up buying a few other books.
Yeah, cool, cool. That makes sense there. Yeah, because yeah, my boy Eddie, Mr. Transaction Engineer, he always dropping jewels. He be hitting me with stuff on Instagram, send it to me in the morning, wake me up. So that's my
Yeah,
guy there. Matter of fact, there's our
yeah.
other bro, Chris Haskins up
I
there. What
talk
up, Chris?
on the road.
So yeah, basically, so when you get these deals under contract, what are some of the things that you could say you learned from, or some mistakes you made in your first year doing this business that you've learned from dealing with these people?
Man, to be honest with you, man, like to be honest with you, I ain't gonna lie, man. Like I'm real sharp, man. I'm not gonna say that I didn't make mistakes. Like I really admitted that I felt like I made a stake in this 20K deal in 2 days because they spent the money too fast. I know I missed out on another 20,000.
Yeah,
So I know I said that on my story the other day. I'm like, man, I'm just thinking about it. I'm very grateful for 20,000 in 2 days. But I'm like, man, I know I messed up. They bought that property too quick.
they say yes too quick. Something ain't right. Like what they doing saying yes so
Messed
quick,
up.
going through. I left some money on the table, definitely.
I know I left about another 10 or 20 for sure because and I ran my numbers right. So I've been waiting to get back home so I can sit down and calculate the numbers because I got on the plane. I haven't been home, so I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna sit. I'm gonna go over the numbers and I'm gonna really analyze this deal. And I'm gonna hope that it was just like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, he just really wanted that property. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna be like, boy, you let $20,000. I'm gonna be talking to myself like, boy, you let $20,000. Boy, what the hell wrong with you? So I'm hoping I don't have to have one of them moments, talking to Lupe G in the mirror.
So I know how it is. You don't have to feel bad about it because that's what we're doing anyway. When we're doing wholesaling, we giving away money. That's why people are always worried about finding cash buyers and all that stuff. I'm like, man, if you got a deal, it's gonna sell itself most of the time. Wouldn't you agree?
Man, I am so grateful that I was able to put $10,000 into my escrow agent pocket. Like in that short amount of time. That was a good moment for me. Because she was wondering how I was doing it and how I was able to do it, and she was a believer, but now she's a real believer, and hopefully she appreciate what type of value I brought to her, and I really hope that she take it in, and then be like, okay, we're not gonna let nothing walk out of here not closed.
Right. They're gonna figure it out. Figure it out. Thank you, brother Daniel. Chris had to drop some love for this. $1.99. Hey, $2. Make them holler. I
Right,
appreciate that, Daniel.
that way.
So what is going on for the future for you, Lupe? Going into 2020, what are you planning on doing on the next year? You planning on staying in wholesaling? You're gonna buy and hold? You're gonna go into some of those Airbnbs yourself? What's your plans going for the future?
Yeah, so basically, my plans is about, first of all, buying my grandma church, man. If possible, go ahead and try to see if I can knock that down and start developing on it, and become a developer. Like my goal is to be the bank. I don't want to I don't want to be a person that need to be funded money. Like I want to be the funder. You know what I'm saying? So, I want to be the one. I want to be the one lending out money. I don't want to go and ask for no money. I want to be the bank. I got to be the bank. I don't like I'm finna do this owner financing. You know, hey, be married to me for 30 years. I know you can't stay committed. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, come on and drop that down payment and waste some money and get on out the way. You know what I'm saying? Because people ain't staying committed for 30 years. Not even in a good relationship, people not staying together that long. So my goal is to get as many people to say, Lupe, we finna be married for 30 years with this house. So I can say, okay, because I know you ain't gonna stay.
Yeah, they're gonna tap out real quick.
Trying to get that passive income, man. And then on top of that, man, I am the brand ambassador for Deal Machine. I am the brand ambassador. So that I got that going on, and I'm trying to get in touch with Acapana, the Italian water company, man, out there in Toscana, Italy. So I'm trying to get with them people right there, man. That way they can know how serious it is about us to, drinking out of plastic. We need to be drinking out of glass bottles of water, and we need to be drinking the best water possible. Real talk. So I'm big on healthy, on being healthy, and all that. So that's what I'm big on. Health is wealth, and then at the same time, education. You know what I'm saying? Rules the nation.
That's
You know what
right.
I'm
That's
saying?
right. That's making sense. That's making sense. That's one of my specialties, by the way, is private label products. I got about 15 of them out on the marketplace right now. You're looking at one of them right here. I make stuff and put it out on the market and sell it. So yeah.
That's what's up. And I'm just as creative, and I'm learning how to get on the space age stuff little by little, because I didn't have this frame of mind not too long ago. I wasn't able to be around the type of people that I was not even a year and some change ago. So I'm taking it in a breath at a time, and I'm very grateful and humbled by the experience, and I'm very humbled by the new people that I've been able to like build friendships and partnerships with, because like like I wouldn't. There's a lot of people that I wouldn't even expect to be friends with that really love Lupe for who Lupe is, and man, I really do appreciate it to the utmost. Like this right here been an amazing journey. I was well, not was I am. I am planning to connect with Love Creative Deals, man. I ain't buying this book for nothing. I want her to read this book, and then hey, we got a plan. Come over here to do this Airbnb. That's what they are. So I'm gonna try to link up with her and see if she can rub some of this Airbnb stuff out for me, because man, that's super cool. And same thing with David from Deal Machine, man. And I'm trying to tap into that market because he's doing Airbnb too. So you better be thinking about Airbnb, man, over here by these colleges and stuff in these hot areas. Y'all better get on this Airbnb.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I don't know why I can't ever find one in a good enough spot or need too much work or too much stuff that I don't want to deal with. I've been getting close, but I haven't had one yet that make sense for an Airbnb exit strategy. But I'm aiming for one as well. Look like we got a question coming in from Chris Haskins. What type of deals will you finance once you become the bank, Loopy?
So basically, I want to do all owner finance deals to where that the buyer the buyer comes in and drop that big down payment. You know that stuff y'all talk about because I be watching y'all channel, man. I got it from y'all. Brother Chris, and brother Eddie. Don't try to hit me with them trick questions because I'm still learning from y'all. Me and Mr. Transaction Engineer, we talk a lot. Don't try to hit me with them trick questions, man. I'm trying to get some of that passive income. I'm trying to get some of that passive income, man. I'm trying to learn about the land trusts and stuff like that, so we can, we can secure our money and learn what we're supposed to be doing. Like I'm taking it a day at a time, brother Chris. So, big shout out to you. I appreciate you tapping in, man. And man, Chris on here, bro. Like I ain't talked to Chris yet, but I talk to brother Eddie on a frequent basis, man. And man, that's awesome, man, brother
Chris
Chris.
Haskins is the truth, man. That's my bro right there.
So yeah, I want to get that. I want to do them on the finance deals to where I get them locked in, and like I said, they not. Hey, as far as financing deals, like the deals that I do want to finance, man, I want to really finance like small $100,000 and under deals because that's where a lot of the money is. You know what I'm saying? For like people that's trying to get their first fix and flips and stuff like that. I actually sold a trap house that a friend of mine used to trap out of years back. Had bullet holes and everything in it.
I think
Like it
I
was
saw
a
that
real
one on
trap.
live. Was that the one you walked around the back and had
Right.
the bullet holes on it?
Right. So, man, that was a real house I actually had like contact with, so I was like, yeah, it felt good to be able to give it to another young brother, man, and that was his first fix and flip, man, and he got his loan, and his lenders came through, and man, I can't wait to see the finished product, man, because that house almost looked like a teardown, and he made it come from out of nothing, and it looked decent now. He just got to, finish his touches.
That's right. That's right. All you gotta do is solve problems, solve the problems for these people, and the money gonna come. So everybody trying to chase every little crumb, but if you just solve enough problems, the money gonna attract to you automatically. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, man, I definitely agree. So yeah, those are the type of deals I want to finance when I become a bank. Like deals $100,000 and under only, man, because I need to touch them people that really can't afford to go to the bank and get them big deals. Like these for my black and my brown people. They need
Hmm.
it.
That makes sense.
They
That makes
need it.
sense. All right. So you said you're trying to do. Tell us more about that loopy water you're doing. What's the deal with that?
Yeah, so the Lupe water, man. Everybody know, man. I like Italian clothes, man, and for the most part, I like Italian water. I've been telling everybody about this water for years, and it's actually imported from Italy. And like I first got on it when I started, getting woke, and aware of what was in our water. So I first wanted to make sure that I was cleaning my fruits and vegetables with the right water because I don't eat meat, and I want to make sure I was using the right water, and then I want to make sure I was brushing my teeth with the right water. So like I start like I real got like real technical about stuff at one point in time, and I stuck with that water. And I do a lot with it. I brush my teeth with it. I clean my food with it. I cook with it. I'm drinking it on a day-to-day basis. I spend like 400 or 500 a month on that water, and I need everybody to know that that's the best water on the planet, and that's because I said it. Even my dogs say it because when I put it in a water bowl, they know the difference between that water. They know the difference between Lupe water and faucet water because they tail wag different. So yeah, they know they know the difference. Hey man, everybody needs to get on it. But yeah, I really wanted them to be a part of my documentary that I'm trying to put together so I can reach, the youth those that I speak their language, man. I'm trying to reach out and touch them because man, there's a lot of them dying out here at an early age, and I want to touch those that I can touch before it's too late. So I actually wanted Aquapana to be a part of this documentary if it was possible. So I just been hustling, man, just letting everybody know, man, whether y'all say y'all like Lupe or not, man, I love y'all water, man, and hey, you ain't got to send me nothing, man. I'm doing this from the heart, man. I really support this water, and if y'all want me to let everybody know, I can continue to let everybody know. But let's see how we can partner up and do some real business, man. I'm not out here for nothing, man. Like I believe in it.
That's right. That's right. And you said you don't eat meat. So would you consider yourself a vegetarian, a vegan, a pescatarian? What do you consider yourself?
No, I'm a vegan, man. I ain't ate no dead meat in 2 years and some change, man. I went cold turkey, man. I'm a true soldier, true warrior, man. When I say I'm done, I'm done. Just like the streets, man. I said I was done, and I went to real estate, and I ain't looked back. I wasn't 1 foot in and 1 foot out. I jumped all the way out. So just like with me, man, I wanted to stay alive. I had lost my grandma, which was my best friend, and I didn't know how she died from cancer. When she don't do no drugs, she don't smoke, she don't drink. And I came up with the conclusion that it was all in the food. And so I would start going organic and start watching what I was eating and stuff like that. And then from there, man, I ended up watching a couple documentaries, and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna quit eating meat. I don't even need it. And ever since then, like I went cold turkey and I feel great. I sleep different. Like you can drop a pin, I'm gonna wake up. I have a lot of energy because I'm on a high alkaline diet and I stay tapped in.
Yeah, it makes a difference because health equals wealth. People trying to run and get all this money, but if your health is bad, what good is the money gonna do? You can't stay here to enjoy it.
Right,
Right, right. So Aaron
right.
says, much love to your brother Lupe for the change you have made in your life. Keep moving forward, my brother.
Yeah, I appreciate that, man. I just turned 37 Friday. This the most proud of myself I ever been in my life. You know what I'm saying? Like I was just dodging bullets just a couple years ago. You know what I'm saying? Like I almost got killed. You know, like literally like a year and some change ago, I almost got killed. You see
Mm,
what I'm saying? So yeah. You know, so like for me to be here right now telling y'all this story and this transformation, you know what I'm saying, and for people to know that Lupe was designed for me to make my way out the streets, man. People got to know that LUPI G is an acronym for Level Up Property Investors Group. So I made sure that everybody was gonna respect me as a businessman, and not only that, y'all was gonna tell me to level up every time y'all talk to me. I was gonna make sure y'all tell me to level up. So when everybody talk about Lou, what's up, Lou? You telling me to level up. You know what I'm saying? When you talking about this LUPI G, everybody can be LUPI G because LUPI G stands for Level Up Property Investors Group. That means group. You know what I'm saying? So that means any one of y'all can be who y'all can be LUPI too. I was just trying to run away from the person that I was, so I had to do something different and switch that stuff up to auto program myself, and it worked.
dang.
So I auto program myself by using y'all to keep calling me Luke, and I appreciate that love and support because I needed that to auto program myself. That's what a true paradigm shift is all about. You know what I'm saying? So I was on the paradigm shift subconsciously before I even knew what a paradigm shift was. So big shout out to brother Eddie, man, for putting me on that broad proctor, man. High five, man, all the way from y'all, high five to you, bro. Put me on that Bob Proctor, man. Now I know what I've been going through this whole time. It was a paradigm shift, and it's just something that can't nobody stop if you are already on it. It's on autopilot.
That's right. You got to reprogram yourself, deactivate that Willie Lynch chip. So I definitely understand that you got to get woke or you're going to be broke. So that makes sense. And so anything else you want to leave people with? Tell people how they can follow you, stuff like that, Loopy, before we get up out of here and do some more woke stuff.
Hey, yeah, man, y'all can follow me on Instagram, Lupe G. You know, you can follow me on Facebook, Lupe G, REI, and then on YouTube, Lupe G REI. And hey man, y'all better stay woke, man, or you gonna be walking around like this right here, stay asleep. I don't play peekaboo. Like I wanna see.
We ain't playing no peekaboo. I know that's right, bro. Let's see here.
You know what I'm saying? Stay woke or be a joke.
Stay woke or be a joke. I know that's right. Or wind up broke or find yourself in a choke. You ain't gonna have no hope. I got plenty of rhymes. I can keep on going. So glad you turned your life around. That's from Radiance Music.
Hey man, hey, cause I'm so glad too, man. Cause like I told y'all, man, my daddy is a legit business owner, man. He got limousines and hearses, man. And I could have easily been in the back of one of my daddy's hearses, man. You know what I'm saying? But I wasn't. What I did was I came home from the 100K Club conference, and I got in the back of my daddy Rolls Royce, and I dropped some real valuable game about memorandums. That's what I did. That's what I
Makes sense.
did. You
Makes
know what I'm
sense.
saying?
All of that and
But
more.
yeah.
So that's cool. So we know how to connect with you, bro. I'm finna get up out of here and do some more woke stuff because we're about an hour and 5 minutes in. I think we got all the questions. Let me make sure we have any other questions here. Let's see here. They just say they're vegetarian. Yep, they got you here. Look like we got it all sealed and deal, bro. I'm proud of you too, man. I want to see you doing good things because I want to keep these good images, especially black men doing good things. Because you know they always portray us as being bad. They got the mug shot. They robbed some lady. They did something bad. They got us on there ready, looking all sad. So I'm like, oh no, man, we got to show positive images, show good things. And for people that's watching this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, share it out if you care, and also leave a comment even if you're watching the replay. We'll answer the questions even after the fact. All right, brother Lupe, thanks for coming in. All right.
Make sure you stay woke. Make sure you stay woke.
That's right.
You stay woke.
Stay woke, stay woke. So that's how we do it, family. Like I said, give this video a thumbs up. And make sure if you aren't following me, follow me on all social media outlets at Chris Monroe STL. That's Snapchat, that's Twitter, that's Instagram, that's Facebook, that's YouTube. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube. We got that playlist on there with over 100 free videos talking about all this real estate stuff, from virtual wholesaling to subject to deals, the wraparound mortgages, the lease options, how to talk to sellers, how to negotiate with buyers, all of that stuff. WokeRealEstate.com is the website to see that as well. Also, if you're looking for some free leads, well, I would say a free trial to get some leads, up to 10,000 leads per month, check out WokeSource.com. So I think that's going to do it for me. Hopefully you all enjoy the content. Make sure, like I said, next week we'll be on with Miss Danny Lou. Let me see if we got her here. Bloop. We'll be on with Miss Danny Lou next week, talking about our first wholesale deal. Had a $34,000 spread. Let me take this off of here. 1 second. I'm bad at the DJing here today. DJ, chicken. Take that off. There we go. So next Monday, the 23rd, 7 o'clock Central Time, the same time, we're going to be on with Danny Lou, letting you know what it do. Made her first deal with a $34,000 spread. Talking to her next Monday night. The following week, we'll be on talking about how to get your leads ramped up going into 2020. So hopefully you all learned something today. If you did, like I said, give this video a thumbs up. So without further ado, do what you do. Be who you be. And I'll see you before you see me. Peace out, family.
And we have. And we have. And we have. Mr. I stay woke.